Hello, I'm Paul Forrest Rickard. I was gang stalked in Stillwater, Oklahoma. I moved there with my son when he was 12 years old. The mission, to give us a house, the only stipulation they would pay all the bills was I have to keep my kid. Okay, not a problem. We're there for 3 days. 32 calls to the police that I was cooking methamphetamine and doing meth. No evidence of that. DHS launched a official investigation into neglect and abuse. This was right during the coronavirus epidemic. They gave my son filtered internet so he could do schoolwork on. Now, my son could explain internal combustion at 8. He built his own computers at 10. Okay, he's no stranger to. He showed me how to, through View Inspect Element, how to change someone's followers to 0 on YouTube. Show you have 0 followers, and then troll them with it. He was watching pornography on it, but it was filtered. He learned how to remove the filter, but it was still being monitored. So my son was taken away. Immediately lost the house 3 days later. I was tethered to Stillwater through DHS cases that just kept getting installed. While I'm fighting homelessness and everything else. I came to understand that everyone with a heartbeat is not good for me at all. I honestly, I didn't trust anybody. But there was a lot of weird coincidences, which is going to segue to the near. Tiffany O'Neill and Julian Ray Shadell. You don't happen to know my mom, Catherine Elizabeth Lutz, do you? You don't know who my mom is at all? You know who my mother is? Catherine Elizabeth Lutz. You know who she is? As I've told you before, y'all did too much. Way too much. Out of control too much. Not only did I prance around, hey, look at all this illegal activity I'm doing. Hey, stranger, look at my illegal activity. But I also, at the same time, I would really suggest not turning in that paperwork. And that's strongly suggest you not do that. The entire scam is already exposed. Remember when I made that run video? Run. Remember that? Who's the Taurus? What was the purpose of keeping me locked down in that neighborhood? What was was there any specific reason why I was kept nearby? Yet, locked down and followed and scared in many different ways. Is there any reason for that? Tiffany, did you show up at my house in Kiowa? Did you look up my address in Kiowa and show up in Kiowa? Did you? Why? Why? Okay. Hi, I'm Paul Rickard, and guess what? I'm a fraud, and I've been doing mail. Uh, and then offered services that were bunk, apparently. See, I'm a tarot reader. I'm not sure which intellectual property they went ahead and stole from me and pretended who I was, what I was. But the way I was depicted was pretty nonchalant. Like, to random strangers, look at all this illegal activity I'm doing. Do you know how many times I have interacted with the police over just waving guns around and drinking the blood of the innocent and summoning Cthulhu, dragging people off into the woods, breaking into houses? Do you know how many times? Until the point where they just were over it. They're over it. Somehow, I abused someone from another state. Quite a sucker punch there, huh? You got caught up. The more and more, like, okay. Julian, you are not Paul. I am Paul. You are not Paul Forrest Rickard. I am Paul Forrest Rickard. You are Julian Ray Shadell. In the name of Jesus Christ, I command you to turn yourself in. And you guys look fucking hideous from all this forward. I don't even have to look at you.